know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. Put the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate. Meditate, hydrate. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Joe Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The tackle made by Monte Nicholson.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He hits more. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Second and 11. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down, Chicago.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Good.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. McDonald. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a give, right side. Cottrell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get changed.
3 down.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try the left side. Cottrell, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But
oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Now again, right side. Cottrell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
On third down, McDonald. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the gun, it's McDonald. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bears 14, Jaguars 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position at the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Stop shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 22. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down now, Cottrell, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down, Chicago.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Bears.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Cairo Santos lining
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. They'll run on first down. Cottrell, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check, 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 check.
From the gun, McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Brings up second and 7.
Second down at 7.
43-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 26. Check 26. Jim. Wall. Get wall. 70 Lion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Check 18. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
So that'll back him up 5. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Raheem Mostert.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On first down, Cottrell. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw again, McDonald. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give right side. Cottrell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Operating from the gun, McDonald steps away to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink. Right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, McDonald. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A gain of 7, but it's
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Oh, that was dangerous. McDonald throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. McDonald. He's going to let it fly. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill.
From the gun, McDonald. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
bitch, man, I don't know how he could have hit the sweet, but he ain't sure, but he ain't nah. He told him what he told. That was my brother, he broke. Gotta act like I don't know. Don't call my phone no more. That nigga laughed at me in my face, don't know what he on, don't know what he on. I even asked him, was it true? He told me, nah, look, bro. Nah, bitch, what you lying for? You had me crying, bro. What could've did that time, bro? Now we ain't talking nothing. And he don't even call my phone no more, say nothing to talk about. Nigga, you did wrong, let me on my own, cause you ain't real no more. Ain't free this shit, fucked up. Niggas selling on the gas, don't even wanna drill no more. I don't even wanna drill no more. Bitch, I would've hunted you out. You could've stayed at my house. We would've figured it out. This is the easiest route. I wonder when he get it out. Who we gon' hang with now? But this nigga dangerous now. He might end up taking me out. He might end up taking me down. Who feels safe to be around? Rollin' ain't gon' like how this sound. Cause bitch, we came up on the ground. You be hit with that ticket, you foul. Just be quiet, cause these niggas loud. Man, I don't know why. That boy was swelling than the bitch, man. I don't know how you hold him. He could've hit them with the script, but he ain't sure, but he ain't know. He told him what he told. That was my brother, he broke. Gotta act like I don't know. Don't call my phone no more. That nigga laughed at me in my face, don't know what he on, don't know what he on. I even asked him, was it true? He told me, nah, look, bro. Nah, bitch, what you lying for? You had me crying, bro. What could've did that time, bro? Oh, you a witness now. The realest niggas that I knew, you done turned big now. I heard they got you in that room, you put that business out. I bet they gave your ass a truth, said you was getting out. Now sit your dumb ass down. Bitch, I would've hunted you out. You could've stayed at my house, you would've figured it out. This is the easiest route. I wonder when he get it out. Who we gon' hang with now? But this nigga dangerous now. He might end up taking me out. He might end up taking me down. Who feels safe to be around? Rollin' ain't gon' like how this sound. Cause bitch, we came up on the ground. You can hear what they take up you vow. Just be quiet, cause these niggas loud. Man, I don't know why he told him. That boy was realer than the bitch, man. I don't know how he told him. He could've hit them with the script, but he ain't sure, but he ain't know. He told him what he told. That was my brother, he broke. Gotta act like I don't know. Don't call my phone no more. That nigga laughed at me in my face, don't know what he on, don't know what he on. I even asked him, was it true? He told me, nah, look, bro. Nah, bitch, what you lying for? You had me crying, bro. What could've did that time, bro?
That nigga so bad.
On that deficit. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
38. Jaguars 24. Josh Lambo to kick off for
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing